All right, I'm on the line with Jamie Sloan, a guy who has never had a decision win or loss in his career. Jamie, we know each other. We've had you fight on Bama, KSW. You've been all around. You fought at a very high level. If I was to ask you right off the bat, how would you describe your fighting style? What would you have to say?
I'm just an aggressive fighter from the minute we go off, touch gloves. I want to finish the guy straight away, really. Push him forward all the time.
Why is that? Why is that the case? I mean, you talked about starting in K1. We were just chatting
Yeah,
before we started the interview, and you've kind of been a guy who loves to stand and be
yeah,
aggressive. And I remember the first time I think I saw you fight was the Brett McDermott fight, which was a crazy, wild
yeah.
brawl. Why did that end up being your style, would you say?
I just think this is the type of guy I am. Obviously, from just moving forward, I'm quite a strong individual. My body builds strong as well, and it just suits my way of fighting, pushing and bullying them into to making a mistake.
And
Really.
at some point, I think the last fight was the Akub Shostak fight, which is a little anticlimactic, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've got an eye poke when that was in the KSW. Got a poke in the eye. Obviously, out of my hands, what happened there, and the fight got no contest in the end. It was a bit of a shame, really, because that's a big stage. I like to have proven myself on there, but I'm back again, and there's going to be other opportunities for
And
me.
did you at any point become disillusioned with the sport, or did you kind of fall from that? I mean, we've had a crazy time in the world the last couple of years. Even getting to the gym was sometimes against the rules.
Yeah,
How has that all kind of progressed, and why are you back right now?
I had a bit of time out because obviously I wasn't having I would say the best training and the best camps in that where I wasn't travelling around, I wasn't learning really from it much, and I was getting where I was at a highest level where I could get to. I was getting chucked against some really big names as you can see on my Sherdog account or whatever, and I just wasn't mentally prepared or physically prepared, you know. So this time round, I kind of give up with it a little bit, my mental strength and all that. But now I'm back. I've got some great people around me this time. I'm just going to give it another go, you
Now,
know.
I know from when we spoke as well before we went on air here, you've been working with Ollie Thompson, you've been training in Eastbourne. I know Dinko and Donnie Dovala, for example, some of those others.
Yeah,
How is that factored into your return next weekend, February 19th?
absolutely amazing because obviously previous to all my other fights I've just trained locally and there's no one locally in my weight, my category, my experience and stuff like that, so it was quite easy. And when now I've just moved up to the gym up there, Bosch Gym it is, over in Eastbourne. We've got some absolutely amazing sparring partners which are a high level at the best of their game, and that it's great for me to train with people like that. That's how you progress, you know.
What's it like having to lock up in a pummel with Ollie Thompson? I mean, I remember he coached me a couple times, and actually he's pretty nimble on the ground. People don't realize he's actually kind of got a graceful side. You might not see it in MMA,
Yeah,
but what's it like behind closed doors when you're sparring?
he's an amazing guy. Obviously, you look up to people when you first start your career. You see him, and now you're actually training with them, and you know you're up there training with the best. Which is, I've got an awesome opportunity here, which I'm just going to take hold of it and move forward with it.
So, any kind of specific things you've been working on, or will we see anything new from Jamie Sloan Saturday night?
Yeah, just a better, clear head, thinking smart. You know, I'm learning so much more now. I've probably learned more now coming back than I've learned in my whole career previously. Just surrounding yourself with the right people, the right gyms. So yeah, the new me's on the cards here. You're going to see a completely different style of fighting and a completely different man as
Is
I
is
walk in there.
mindset like a big part of that? Is that something you just can only learn through time as a fighter? Because some people seem to, mature as they grow later into their fighting careers. Has that been the case here?
I think so. Just once again, just the right people. I haven't had a good mentors around me or with experienced fighters. You feed off of them, and when you're training with the top guys, you learn so much more. Where you're not, you're not the biggest fish around. When you're training with them boys, you start at the bottom, you know, and it's just so good to have the people around you like that, which is. You know, they've been there, done it 100 times before. So you surround yourself with proper fighters, proper camp, and you learn so much
Do you feel
more.
like more comfortable? Because you talk about being in those uncomfortable positions in training. Does that like do you still get nerves on fight night? Is there a similar kind of routine or feeling, or do you think that maybe you've dialed that down over the years?
I'm not too sure now because obviously I've had a big breakout from fighting, but I'm feeling more confident I've actually ever felt in my career already, and I've had a bit of time out. I'm actually looking forward to getting in there and
Do you
doing
have
my
any
thing really.
rituals? Anything like you wear the same jock strap every time or anything like that?
No, I have no rituals. Just thinking the same thoughts about winning. Really, keeping calm before and not letting your emotions tire you
Anything
out.
specific you expect from your opponent? You're fighting Dion Groombridge. It is pro MMA, 3 5-minute rounds. What are you thinking?
I'm here to do the job, so I've got my game plan in my head, and it's only going to go one way.
What can we expect? What's your prediction?
I'm gonna finish him.
How? How quickly?
I'm not rushing it because I'm going to work him out first and go from there. But I will be finishing the minute I get
Do
an
you think
opportunity.
it's what are the chances we don't get out of the first?
High, very high. I think first round I'll finish him.
Amazing, man. Yeah, any other sort of thoughts for people and why they should tune in? I mean, I know you, and again, it's been 4 years since you were in the cage, but you're a guy who had an immediate penchant, I think, for being an all-action, all-entertaining, kind of must-see type of fight, never in a boring matchup, never going to points. But any final thoughts for why people should watch you on Saturday night?
Just because they're going to see a new style of fighting that I haven't actually brought to the cage before, with the new things I'm learning at training, and I've got knockout power in every aspect of my game.
Amazing. Well, Jamie, thank you so much for joining us here today. We look forward to seeing you make the walk in Supreme Championships. Have a good rest of the afternoon in rainy Bournemouth.
Lovely. Thank you very much.